1212 back at it at your service. My name is Uncle Barry and we're live from Nairobi. Full squad in the house. Heppenstall, everybody calls him Hep.
Hep hep hooray!
My man. And of course, sound engineer Mr. Amph is in the house. Dr. Mzev behind the camera. Miss Karatu is joining us remotely. Just that about it. And of course, you tune into this one. We thank you so much for your presence. Your presence, our pleasure.
And your support too.
Mm-hmm.
How have you been, Uncle Barry?
Chilling.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a up and down week for me.
Oh, okay.
You know, we were busy at the beginning,
Yeah.
kind of laid back at the end. You know, because a big checkout. You know.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I mean, we live from Nairobi, so the city was hosting, you know, a couple
Yeah.
heads of states.
Yeah, if people are
And,
following, yeah.
Yeah, me speaking with my mom on phone. Shouts to mommy.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
a couple of days after Mother's Day still counts.
You
We
stop
spoke.
justifying it.
Now we
It's
spoke.
perfect
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, wow, yeah.
Yeah, so you know, she kind of felt how busy it was because we kind of have like a routine of how we do our normal checks. You know,
yeah.
evening calls, or
Yeah.
maybe midday, whatever. So she kind of noticed I was busy and kind of did the math with the, you know, with the movement. Like I don't know what was happening exactly. I don't want. I hate when I don't want to not knowing what I'm talking about.
For the
I mean, there's
delegation,
lots of exactly. There was lots
yeah.
of people in Nairobi, and of course that means accommodation.
I think it was called Africa Forward Summit or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Summit about energy, sustainability, and basically just a partnership
Mhm.
to develop African countries.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's what's
Nice.
happening. That at least what was happening. So
That's what we're here for.
Mhm,
I'm
mhm.
good. I'm glad we play a part in it. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's why we're here. And today we're gonna be playing very simple parts. I think that's about my week. I really didn't. How can I say this? I wasn't really focused too much on every day as it goes.
Mhm.
You know, because my mind was all over taking care of personal stuff, taking care of, you know, the work stuff. There's a lot to, you know, balance. And that is something I'm really big on, you know, that work-life balance. You know, every chance I get to, you know, get my spend alone time. That's why, bro, I'll be bumping music at 11 p.m. I don't care. Even if I have an early morning shift. Because this is the album just dropped. I want to listen.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the time I have.
That's the time I have, and it's the most quiet. I realize listening to music, we're going off script, but listening to music at night it's not scripted anyway, but we're going off topic. Listening to music at night is so nice because it's so quiet generally, and you get to listen a lot. And it depends on what you're listening from, whether it's on your headphones, your stereo, whatever.
Yeah.
It's different, I should say.
Have you ever listened to the rain at night? By the
I,
balcony?
I do that intentionally, YouTube.
Come on, man.
You know, sometimes I need to get my
Why are you
sleep.
acting as though you're an astronaut in Jupiter?
No, sometimes
And
when
you're so
I-
cut out from reality, you recorded some earthly sounds.
When you're dealing
you know,
with
there's a
insomnia?
sequence on Interstellar where they listen to natural sounds just to get them to sleep.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's
like a
me.
thunderstorm, rain,
yeah,
and all that.
I do that, bro.
What?
Not occasionally,
There's
but
a real thing.
when it's hot in summer, you
But I
know how
gotta
it
tell you
gets
this.
sometimes.
I know what the difference is like. Rain doesn't hit the same way on
Yeah.
concrete as it does in
Speakers. Basically, yeah.
No, I mean like the action of raindrops actually dropping on leaves
Oh yeah.
in grass. Like those natural, it's so different.
Yeah.
It's not like, okay, right now you'll just hear like the pummeling and the hard sounds, like as though like it's I don't know how I can equate it to like drums or something. But if it's like I normally do this at the balcony. There's a farm right next to where I live, and there's a long line of banana plants.
Plantation,
Yeah,
okay.
and now there's two trees that separate like two farms.
Okay.
And now there is the maize and everything else, and the grass, and man,
This sounds nice when it rains. That
like I normally have a problem choosing between a good song as I watch the rain or just switching the song off completely and listening to
yeah,
the
just
rain
soak
sound.
it in.
Ah man,
Yeah.
it's such a battle. But yeah.
Nice.
To your point, yeah. Evenings, nighttime, man. Magic must happen then because it's
Magic
quiet and all
does
that.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fact. I mean, it's just something I just got to easily, just out of nowhere. You know, But I don't want to dive much into it. But also something else, this being a routine, there's something that I feel is routine to us. Maybe going off something I thought that we could chop it up here on the show.
Absolutely.
Is what are some of those, guest etiquette, you as a guest choosing a spot to, dine out. What are some of the etiquettes that, you should follow, pre-arrival and post.
Okay.
And even during the experience.
All right.
Yeah.
So I was a guest. I am a guest. I've heard good stuff about a place.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What are the things I should consider? I should not do. I should do.
Yeah,
to improve my experience.
True.
Yeah.
True. Because also your energy and what you do and everything, and basically it also depends on it also, I don't know, adds up to the experience.
It does.
Yeah. So
Most
that is
definitely.
very, very key. So I think first off, I'm not at the restaurant anymore. Maybe you hear recommendations. Some people like to do their homework.
Yeah.
Maybe jump on, review platforms and maybe hear more aside from what my friends told me.
Yeah.
But usually I take word of mouth more than something that's said online. That's
Seriously,
stop
yeah,
it for another
exactly.
day,
Yeah.
It's like this guy telling me literally, bro, I know you like doing this, but the next time you're doing this, I know the right spot for it.
You should give it a try.
I'll definitely give it a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one good thing I think is always make a reservation.
Unless, of course, you did research and the
Yeah.
website says no need for
That is
reservation.
exactly.
But I think it's courtesy. To
Yeah.
your point, there are people who actually call to ask if it's okay to make a reservation. And I
Yeah.
always tell them, now that you're here, what difference does it make?
but it's nice to ask because
True.
there's that casual spot that
Mhm.
you just walk in and sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think reservations are really key because look at it this way: you're celebrating a birthday, you're trying to take your lady out for nice evening steakhouse dinner, and you want to make a reservation when people are expecting you. You have a time frame. You want to do this, let's say like 6:30 in the evening, and it's a party for two. And even the guys who are taking the reservation notes down, they'll even try and prompt you like, is this casual? Is this business? Is this a romantic date?
Yeah.
Is this a romantic dinner or something of the sort?
Yeah.
Just for them to prep themselves, give heads up to the server.
Exactly.
That's actually the man's birthday. Oh, he just got promoted.
Mhm.
Oh, there's actually signed this biggest check yet.
There you go.
So it's really key for the restaurant to prep for your experience.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
touch on a very good point. And that is, I think, going above and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Oftentimes when someone calls in, it's the regular stuff. Hi, is this... Okay, then they call.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, is this the spot? Yeah, this is the spot. How can I help you today?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was looking to swing by there, maybe for dinner. Yeah,
Mhm.
sure. How many will you be? This many, and this time.
Mhm.
Oftentimes the conversation ends there.
Yeah.
Now, good service seeks to get more information. It's like,
Facts.
do you have any special occasion tonight?
Yeah.
And I've noticed when you ask that question, it stops being an exchange. It becomes like a conversation now.
Exactly. Yeah.
So to your point, that is wholesome.
Mhm.
And of course, the right person who's trained well
Mhm.
will give the right impression
Mhm.
to the guests even before they arrive at the place. They're like, man,
Yeah.
I can't wait to go there. I
Yeah.
mean, if this is
Yeah.
the expectation
For-
has either been set high or low.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So reservations.
It's key. When you say the conversation begins, that it takes me to it's literally the experience begins right there.
absolutely.
With that kind of energy, you picking the call and just lightly throwing in some humor and saying, I mean, what difference does it make? You're here
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
I might as well just take down the notes. And I think it's very key because you say like a well-trained server, they will ask you they will ask the important questions, and you say something like, we had this incident, somebody brings a cake and we charge a corkage fee because guess what, we are a restaurant. We
Yes.
have a pastry and bakery.
We
Do our own cakes.
Mhm.
So you should have told us, I'm bringing my cake. There's something in the industry called corkage fee.
Yeah.
We're gonna charge you if you bring your stuff.
Yes.
Guess what, you can even bring a whole bottle, but
No
we'll
problem.
charge you we'll charge a certain percentage for you to
have
pop
your
your
bottle
bottle
there,
or
yeah.
drink it or whatever.
Yeah.
We accommodate all that, so I think it's very key.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Then honor the reservation, but show up on time. If you said 8 o'clock, show up at 8. If you know
Yes.
you're running late, courtesy, bro.
Exactly.
because we don't want to be the calling. Because there's something you said on this show a few episodes ago, and I think it's a clip on our Instagram. Check us out.
Yeah.
And asking them if we do want to run a business without turnaround.
I said that.
Yeah, you said that in one of our clips.
Oh man, I need to revisit that.
Yeah, because you asked them, would you run a business without turnaround?
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
yes, it hits. Yeah,
You can hold a table for 6 and you come showing up maybe an hour 30 minutes late.
It's not respect for the business.
Exactly.
Just the principle of the business. Yeah, exactly. It's almost like boarding a cab and then feeling like it doesn't work. It doesn't quantify. Maybe matatu. Okay. Yeah, you're just there. Atam Sewaset. There's time for him to step aside.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not just hanging around and
True,
doing all
true,
that.
yeah.
That is a form of turnaround. Yeah.
Exactly.
Keep time. And call in if you're running late.
Yeah.
And also when you're
canceling.
Especially
Exactly.
then.
Bro, don't do a no-show. Don't do a no-show. It makes you
So
look bad. Because guess what?
Yeah.
This thing goes on our systems.
Yeah, there's databases.
There's
You just gave us your name and your number.
And we spoke, bro. We
Yes.
spoke, man.
And the next
we had
time
a
you're gonna
conversation,
call,
man.
Which, by the way, people take this thing so lightly. All right, so restaurants have really integrated their systems to the extent where you add people. It's like a phone book. It's like the restaurant has a phone book.
Yeah.
So when you just start typing someone's name, like say Uncle Barry, it brings up a list of all the Uncle Barrys who've ever been there before.
Exactly.
So you can tell this is a repeat client, this is yada yada yada,
Preferences and things like
you
that.
can see all that. How many times they've been on no show, how many times they've cancelled.
So
And then, yeah,
is he coming? It's Barry, bro. It's Barry. So when he shows,
it's insane. It also gets me like, oh my goodness.
What about then? You sit a guest because the entire app, everything is on there with the wait list. You can even book tables for future.
Yeah.
It's everything.
I'm telling you, it's everything.
And then let's say when we have a repeat guest who had a bad experience, when they come in and they get seated, the system should at least some red
Prompt.
flag. Let's just
prompt.
tell us.
Yeah.
We use this to ensure your experience is wow.
Exactly.
Because that's what we're aiming for, and also take care of our pockets at the end of the day. When you honor the reservation and you show up, I think it's just courteous enough for you to respect the desk. We're going back to our video.
Exactly.
Respect the desk. Step by the host. Of course, they'll welcome you if the desk is manned at the point you get there.